What's up guys, this is Alon here, and this is the first of hopefully many videos of the segment, The Blueprint. In this segment, we're gonna cover the best practices of how to operate your garage door business. So without further ado, let's begin. So in this video, we're gonna cover the basics on a really high macro level between technician and installers. I know it might seem to be very obvious for a lot of you guys, but I'll give you a true story. Today I talked to a company that's in business for 6 years in Canada, and when I told them that our installers and our technician are split and our technician do not install doors, they had to pause and ask me
Huh? What'd you say?
I know it might be obvious for some of you guys, but it really isn't. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about the traits and different, pay structure and whatnot of the difference between technician and installers. And I'm also gonna talk about when is the right time to take action, make the split. So the first thing we're gonna cover is, their traits, their personality, their physicality, that person that you're dealing with. So they're mostly the same. Mostly you should be looking for the same thing. Personable person, reliable person, presentable person, mechanically inclined, not a big one, but because everything can be taught, but the rest is not so much. But there's two things that distinguish the two. The first one, on technician, before anything, you gotta be a salesman. An installer does not. A technician, it's non-negotiable. If he's not a salesman, he's not gonna be the best technician that you can expect out of a technician. It's just how it is. If you wanna argue with me for 3 hours about it, we all can argue for 3 hours, I'll still not agree with you. Technicians is a salesman before anything. And an installer needs to be a little bit more physical than a technician. An installer is somebody that lifts heavy stuff, bulkier stuff, needs to be willing to do a lot more manual labor throughout the day. And this, what I would say, will be the main two differences between the two. But the rest, you should be looking for the same quality people. It's a little bit harder to get a quality installer because you can only pay them so much, where technician is almost a limitless position. And we're gonna jump into that right now. So let's talk about when is the right time to have those two positions created. Let's say you're a new business. When should you do that? Well, the quick answer is as soon as you have consistently 2 door installs every day, you cut that off. Installer position, the guy's installing doors. Why, you might ask? Because your salesman should be staying busy selling jobs, not spending half a day installing an existing job. He's good at selling, he's good at making a company more money. This is what he should be doing. And if you want to expedite the process, you can and let's say you have 1 install every day, you can have an installer still and have him help your salesman, your technician, get big repair jobs done faster. So let's say your technician sold 3 motors, 3 springs. Hey, Mr. Installer, go help him knock it out quicker, or go fill him up so he can move on to his next job. So really that depends on how the schedule looks like. But again, when should you do it? At the latest, when you have consistently 2 installs every day. So let's talk about pay structure. Performance-based is a must for every technician. This is non-negotiable. A technician should be performance-based. An installer should also be performance-based, but you can get away with it not being, because it's not a sales position. I still believe that you should, as long as if there's a way to get an installer in a performance-based structure, then you should do it. We do it in our company. We also have our CSR and dispatch on performance pay. But that being said, our installer, dispatch, and CSRs are with a base salary. And the last topic of this video is the vehicle setup. No, they're not driving the same type of vehicle. So you gotta think about what their need is. Technician needs to have a lot more inventory, a lot of different inventory. So that's why we use Ford Transit, low roof, 148 wheelbase. So you can fit 9-foot long parts in there, like the tubes inside. We create custom wood shelving. We have a local guy that does custom wood work for us every time we get a new van. So for example, we carry those specific springs. Our shelving for the springs are built to fit exact, so it's very efficient. We have the trash, how everything should go. It is not a mess. It's actually much better than buying existing metal shelving in the market. It doesn't make the metal clanking noise with all the screws and stuff, and you can make it to fit exactly what you need. On the installer side, we bought Ford Transit chassis, and what we did, we used a local welding shop to create custom backs to attach to the chassis that makes it efficient and more reachable for our installers to put doors in, pull doors out. We stock our doors like this on our vehicles, not like this, to have less damage claim. It's lower where they're being put, so one guy can easily pull it out versus having to go and do this. This is pretty much, you know, again, hopefully you get the gist and the logic behind it. I just want to, again, this is a very macro level stuff. If you guys want me to show you exactly how our stuff is built and exactly how much we paid and what we did and how we did, I'm be more than happy to. You just gotta ask, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep on coming up with the content that I think you guys might find relevant. I think I have a lot of stuff from experience and learning and seeing that I can share with you guys, and I'll be more than happy to. You just gotta let me know what. And that will conclude today's video. I hope you guys got something out of it, and I hope that you guys can give it a thumbs up.